I'm gonna wait a little while for the people to get in. But you see the subject matter. Matter of fact, let me send this out to some people too. Let me send this out. Let me send this out myself. We about to get into the conversation of today. We're celebrating hip hop all week. We're celebrating hip hop all week. So make sure this mic is set right. Make sure that you guys can hear me good. And we're gonna get right into it. Cause today is a little bit different. It's a little bit different. We're gonna get into a subject matter that is definitely gonna cause a lot of debate, a lot of discussion, but it's another top 5 list. So I'm gonna let the room fill in. I'll give it 5 minutes before we really get into it. But yeah, today is the top 5 hip hop posse cuts of all time. And when I say posse cut, I hope you understand what that means. A posse cut is like a crew cut. This is not a group together. So we have to eliminate Wu-Tang. They can't be in it unless they're on someone else's song, a couple of members, which there's plenty of that. But nothing of a Wu-Tang. We're not talking about group songs. We're not talking about duo songs. We're talking about the top 5 posse cuts with at least 3 or more people who are not in a group together. So a collaborative record of a couple of people together. So that's what the question today is. Today's subject matter is the top 5 hip hop posse cuts of all time. We're doing another top 5 list today. And I'm gonna let the room fill in real quick. Hey, whoever's in the room now, let me know. Does the mic sound good? Can y'all hear me clearly? Let me know in the comments if you can hear me clearly. And we'll get into the discussion in a minute. But this is another top 5 for the day. Today's top 5, we're celebrating hip hop all week. Hip hop's birthday was on Monday. Okay, the mic is good? All right. Savannah, what's going on? Now, we are doing a top 5 where we are doing the top 5 hip hop posse cuts of all time. To give you an idea, but I don't even want to sway y'all into what you think. I want to know your opinion. I want your top 5 hip hop posse cuts, meaning not a crew together, not if you're a group together. I'm talking about a record where you have a rapper, another rapper, maybe another rapper, and they all come together on a song. This is not a crew cut as far as a team. I'm talking about a posse cut, meaning miscellaneous people, 3 or more, 3 and better. 3 and better. We're not talking about a duo. It got to be 3 and better. So what are your top 5 hip-hop posse cuts of all time? Now, I know that's going to take a while to think about it, so I'll just let you guys think about it. And we'll let the room fill in. We'll let the room fill in. I'm going to get into the discussion 5 minutes in. If you start adding on now, then we'll do that too. But right now, I'm just going to let the room fill in, give y'all time. Shout out to whoever's joining the room. I might make this a part 1 and part 2 because 2 different times of the day, different time zones. I got so many different people on my live. So I may do a part 1, which is now at noon, and then I'll do like a part 2 at like 7 p.m. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. I'll do a part 1 here now at noon, and then I'll do a part 2 at 7 p.m. So this is gonna be part 1. Because I need everybody to chime in on this. We are basically in the mix of hip hop's birthday week, and we are celebrating 52 years of hip hop. So chime in. We're about to start in like 2 minutes. I do want to know your top 5 posse cuts in hip hop history. This is not meaning people that are already in a group together. I'm talking about a posse cut. I don't want to give examples but you should know. Posse cut meaning various artists coming together on a song together and making it pop. What are your top 5 posse cuts of all time? There's quite a few. There are so many for the last 52 years in hip hop history. So I want you guys to chime in and let me know what your favorite 5 posse cuts are. So I know it's gonna take some thinking. There's so many. And I'll wait, like I said, another few seconds. I want some people to engage, but this is what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to tell me your top 5 hip hop posse cuts of all time. This is your perspective. There's no list that this is the top. No, this is your top 5. I want your top 5 hip hop posse cut, meaning a record with various rappers together that are not in a group. They're not together, but they come together on the track. There's so many of them. It's called a posse cut. Give me your top 5 posse cuts of all time. I'm gonna just sit here in the park and wait. Let y'all give me y'all top 5 posse cuts of all time. And I know y'all thinking about it, and I understand the process, so I'm gonna just chill out, let y'all do your thing. But I'm gonna get your top 5 posse cuts of all time in hip hop history. So let's think about it, put it together. I was gonna share this with more people. We share the live though, share the live because this is a great conversation. We're gonna be doing this for the remainder of the week. Every day I'll have a new subject matter for the full week of hip hop's birthday. Hip hop is now 52 years old, but I want your top 5 posse cuts of all time. Your top 5. And at the end of the live, I'll think about my top 5. But I want to get the comments going. Let's get the comments going. And if you like what's going on, you can throw them super chats and all that stuff. I'm new to going live on YouTube. I did get my first super chat the other day. Very appreciative of it. Shout out, big up, salute. Thank you to the people that support in that way. Because being an independent artist, if you don't know who I am, I'm Sean Conn, Hip Hop Secret Agent. But it's not about me. Today's subject is about the top 5 posse cuts of all time. I want to know your top 5 posse cuts of all time in hip hop, meaning a collaboration of various artists coming together on a record. They can be from all different places, different states, different whatever. They're not affiliated normally. They come together for a record. I don't even want to say a record to, influence you guys. I want your top 5 posse cuts. Let's get the comments going. I'm here chilling. I'm just gonna chill for a minute and let you guys let me know your top 5. Top 5 posse cuts, meaning people together on a record together that are not normally, and it means 3 or more. They have to be 3 or more people on the track. So at least 3 people on the track together. Your top 5 posse cut. Let's go. Don't be shy, the comments is right there. If you don't understand English, I need 5 hip-hop collaboration records. Let's get it. Give me your top 5. Top 5 hip-hop collab records of all time. Off top, I know a couple that I can think of, but it's all on you. I'm gonna wait till the last 5-10 minutes of the live, last 5 minutes of the live, and I'll get into mine. But right now, it's all about what you guys think. I want to know your top 5 posse cut of all time. Do I gotta share the live myself? I mean, maybe I do. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh, it did. Yo, I know it ain't about to start raining out this. It can't be. The sun is out. I felt like a drop, but it could be something else. It could be something else. But I want to know you guys' top 5 posse cut. Give me your top 5. I'm gonna share this on different 5. Give me your top 5 posse cut of all time. It's not raining though. Like it's sunny outside. That's crazy. Anyway, let's get into the discussion. I want to know your top 5 hip hop posse cut of all time. What is your top 5 hip hop posse cut of all time? Meaning, what is the greatest collaboration of artists together on a track that are not in a group together? So no Wu-Tang unless they're on someone else's track. A couple of them on someone else, so that happened many times. Something like that, of course. I'm not talking about a group record, a duo record. It has to be 3 or more, all right? Did you check out Returns by My NF? By My NF. Not sure what that is right this minute, but let me know. I want you to tell me your top 5 posse cuts of all time. Oh, not mine. All right, so hey, since you're in the chat now, you tell me your top 5 hip hop posse cuts of all time. What are your top 5 songs when people came together on a record? What are your top 5 posse cuts of all time? We're celebrating hip hop all week, so this is the question for today. This is today's live question. Let's get into it while I kill mosquitoes trying to get at me. All right, so let me know. Santana, Jay, let's know. On one record, on one record. One song collaborated with various artists. What is your top 5? I don't even want to say something, a name, and throw it out because I want your direct opinion without any influence from what I say. But yes, one record overall, but the top 5. So give me 5 different songs with various artists on it. Your favorite 5, your top 5. Whether it's so-and-so with so-and-so with so-and-so and so-and-so on this record, or so-and-so with so-and-so, you know, like that. So give me your top 5 hip-hop posse cut of all time. I want to know what your top 5 is. So let me know what your top 5 posse cut is. And yeah, I know it's something to think about. It's not something that just off top. All right, so remember, 3 or more, not a duo. It has to be at least 3 people, at least 3 or more. So not 2 people, not a duo. I'm saying a posse cut, 3 or more people. It could be 5 people on the record. It could be 3, 4, 5, 6. It could be 10. Yeah. Let me know. Shout out to MF Doom though. MF Doom is super dope. Pt.1 is super dope. Oh, I don't know if you were saying NF, but Pt.1 is super dope. But yeah, let me get your top 5 posse cuts of all time, meaning 3 or more artists together on a track. Give me 5 of those songs with 3 or more artists on a track that are not ordinarily on a song together. They're not in a group together, and they're not in the same crew together. This is a collaboration, which they would call back then a posse cut. It's a collaborative song, but they call it a posse cut. So give me your top 5 posse cuts of all time in hip hop. Your top 5 with 3 or more people on the track. I'll let y'all think about that. Pal right in the kisser. Draco, Raphael, Catchy, Rambo. All right, that's dope. All right, that's 1. All right, so yeah, you gotta give me a couple more. That's 1. Let me get 4 more. That's a good one. Let me get 4 more. Let me get 4 more. And while he's doing that, I want y'all to think of your top 5 posse cuts of all time, meaning a record that has more than 3 people on it that are not normally on a song together. They're not in a crew. They're not in a group. It's a posse cut. Various artists on a song together. I want to hear your top 5. So far he got 1. He got 4 more. Who's next up? Let me hear what you got. Let me hear what you got. Top 5. Let's go. All right. Ice Water. So hold up. Mad Ice Water. That's the name of the song? So you gotta let me know if that's the song title. So, just put the song title and whose record, featuring who, like you're doing, so I get it. But cause there is well, that song was Firewater. There's another song called Firewater. Yeah, I'm doing the top 5. What's good? What's up, Goon? What's good? I'm doing today's top 5 is the top 5 hip hop posse cuts of all time. So we're doing the top 5 with 3 or more people on the track. It got to be at least 3 people on the track together that are not normally together. They're not a crew. They're not a group. It's a posse cut. Give me your top 5 posse cuts in hip hop of all time. There are so many. So I know it takes a little while to think of. I know the answers are not going to be like that. But think about it and give me your top 5, even if it's one at a time. Once you get 1, and then you got 4 more, boom, 3 more, 2 more, your last one. So let's go. And at the end of the live, I'm going to think of my top 5. Yeah, it's hard. That's not an easy question. But that's why I make these lives. I don't want it to be easy. I want it to be something that you really got to think about. And everybody, it's an opinionated thing. I doubt anyone's going to have the same top 5. Hip hop has been around for 52 years. So somebody might come in here and one of their records could be from the late 70s or the 80s or the 90s or the 2000s, 2010s or this decade now, the 2020s. So it's so vast. It's so many records. It is tough. But off top, what are your top 5? What comes to mind? You know what I mean? What are the top 5 records like? Oh, when they all got together, it was crazy. What's your top 5? I feel like a little raindrop though. What's going on? Top 5. We're doing the top 5 posse cuts of all time. And hey, let me know, is that showing in the description? Like when you get ready to, when you see my live or whatever, does it say top 5 posse cuts, hip hop posse cuts of all time? Are you able to see what my subject matter is before you come in the live or when you come in the live? because I will keep, you know, repeating it over for the newcomers that come into the live so that they do know what this live is about. I want to know your top 5. Cool, 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 cool. All right, so just give me one. Give me one, though. Oh, you didn't see anything. All right, cool, cool. So as people join, I'll just keep repeating it. You know what? Maybe I'll put it in. Nah, that one don't count because Bone Thugs and Harmony is a group and Eazy is one person. If it was Bone Thugs and Harmony, Eazy E, and someone else, then that would count. But it's a group with one person, so it's not a posse cut. It has to be individualized, 3 different entities. It could be Bone Thug, Eazy E, and Ice Cube. Something like, you know, that. So it has to be 3 different entities, 3 different artists or whatever. So it could be a group with another group and another group. It could be one artist with another artist with another artist. It could be in a group with an artist with an artist. As long as it's 3 different entities together on a record. Bone Thug is one entity as itself. That's a group. So they'd have to be on a song with 2 other groups or 2 other people outside themselves. Eazy makes one. So we need a different record, even though that's a dope record. But talking about the top 5 collab records with 3 or more people. Posse cuts is what they call them. Oh, I'm gonna let me see if I can put this in the comments. All right, let's see. Well, hold up. Let me see. Raffy the Plug, Good Finesse, Sync Team featuring. All right. Okay. From India. All right, shout out to India. Shout out to hip hop. Hip hop is global. Shout out to hip hop. Hip hop is global. Hip hop is 52 years in now. You know, we're here. So shout out to hip hop. But yeah, I want the top 5. I'm gonna see if I can. Let me see what this does. I don't want to start a poll. Start a Q&A. All right, so Q&A. How do I? Let me see if I can do that. Okay, let's see if this works. I'm new to the live. So top 5. Posse cuts. Top 5 hip hop. Top hip hop. Hold on. I'm putting this real quick so I can see how that works. This might help out. Top 5 hip hop posse cuts of all time. I'll say crew cuts, so then Posse is Posse. Posse. Hold on, let me see something. Ah, 2 S's. All right. Hip hop top 5 posse cuts of all time. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. All right, so boom. Hip hop top 5 posse cuts of all time. Oh, all right. I could where I'll put that? I'll put it right here. Start the Q&A. Cool. All right. That's even better. All right. Oh, nice. Forever. Drake, Kanye, Lil Wayne, and M. Mean record. Can I move this up? Nah, I can. I guess I could move it. Nah, I don't really need to move it. I'll just move over a little bit. Do it like that. I'll move over so you can see it and you can see me. Yes, yo, that right there is great. All right, hold on. Let's look. We got more. So right now we got Santana said forever. Drake, Kanye, Lil Wayne, and M. All right, that's fire. It's a fire posse cut. Give me 4 more. That one right there is one of the top for sure. All right, let's see what else now. We got Rich Off saying John Madden, Draco, RMC, Mike, Raffy the Plug, and Lil Yachty. Okay, that's one. So let me get some more now. Oh, that's 2 for you. So I need 3 more for you. And from Santana, I need 4 more. And it's not an easy thing to do, you know what I mean? So trust and believe I got it. But Forever, it's definitely one of them records, man. And I'm gonna say on that Forever, you know, far as the general consensus goes, everybody killed it, but M murdered it on a whole nother level. But shout out to everybody on that record. Everybody came off, that's for sure. Everybody was in their peak and their prime. and M came and took it to a whole nother level. So that's dope. Let's see what else they got to say. Remember, we're doing the top 5. We're doing the top 5 posse cuts of all time. So let's see how this goes. Hip hop top 5 posse cuts of all time. I just put that there so that people, when they come on, they can tell what it is. We get right into it and get right into the conversation. So let's go. What's next? What's next? Who got next? What's next? What we doing? I was thinking about doing a half an hour live, but if this gets engaging, we'll last it a little bit longer. We'll make it work a little bit longer. And I'm going to do a part 2 later because there's a whole different fluctuation of people that are the after work people. This is the afternoon. Maybe somebody's on their lunch break. Maybe they're just chilling. I wanted to catch the afternoon people, and I'll do a part 2. And that's going to catch the evening people. So if you didn't make the part 1, or if you want to come for the part 2, if you didn't figure out your 5, that's fine too. But I'll stay on the live for another 10 minutes or so. And just so that we get the initial 5 going. So let me hear it, y'all. I want to know your top 5 posse cuts of all time in hip hop. Top 5. Let me get your top 5 posse cuts in hip hop of all time. Let me know what you got. There's so many, and it's not an easy thing. It's not like it's a 1, 2, 3. Oh, I know this, that, and the third. That's what it is. No, it's so much to think about. It's so many different, incredible posse cuts that have been made in the last 52 years of hip hop. And we talking about those posse cuts in the 70s, 80s, the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. So we got so much time with hip hop. But I want you guys to let me know your top 5 posse cuts of all time. And that's not an easy task. Nah, that's an R&B group, Savannah. That's not a hip hop group. That's a feature with Mason and Biggie. I'm talking about hip hop though. That's R&B 112. Shout out to 112. That's a dope record. But that right there is 112 is an R&B group. Biggie and Mace, and they're all on Bad Boy. So that's a whole label thing. That's not really a posse cut. Just to give you an idea, Savannah, so you know what I'm talking about. Flavor in Your Ear remix. That's a posse cut. We have Busta Rhymes, LL Cool J, Biggie, Craig Mack, Rampage the Last Boy Scout. That's a posse cut, and that's hip hop. You're saying 112. 112 is an R&B group, and that was Mace's first appearance and Biggie on the remix, but that's not a posse cut. Spaceship, Sense Team, and Short Line Mafia. All right, that's dope. Spaceship, shout out to that. All right, shout out to that. So let's get the posse cut, y'all. We talking about hip hop top 5 posse cuts of all time. That's when hip hop artists collab together, more than 3 that are not on the same crew. It's like they're various. They would not usually be on a song together, you know, and it can't be like a group like Wu-Tang, so many members, but you can take a record that has some Wu-Tang members with other people, because there's a lot of those. I don't want to mention them. I want to get you guys feedback. And you know what? I'll give you a 5 in about 5 minutes, and then we'll see from there, because I could think of 5 like that. There's so many crazy ones, you know what I mean? So let's get into it. Let's get the conversation going. And we're going to do a part 2 later, that's for sure. We'll do a part 2 later for sure. Right now, I'm thinking about part 1, and all the evening people will get into part 2. Right now, it's lunchtime for a lot of people. If you're on your lunch break and you're watching this, I want you to think of the top 5 hip-hop posse cuts of all time. So your hip-hop top 5 posse cuts of all time with 3 or more people at a time. 3 or more people on the record, though. Let me know. Who you got? What's your top 5? Mosquitoes is coming out, gee. Give me your top 5. And this Q&A, I can't really move it, though. That's the crazy part. Drag it here. Or I could drag to end the Q&A. But I'm going to leave it here because by putting it there, at least when people come in, they know what it is. So we'll just leave it there for now. All right, so let me know, y'all. It's looking really quiet. And being that I'm just starting to go live now on YouTube, I'm starting to discover. I noticed that after 6 o'clock is really when it's popping. So I'll do the part 2 after 6. I just was seeing how the afternoon goes. So I'll probably just be doing my lives at like 7 p.m. from now on. because I know it's at 12. It's not too engaging, not too much going on, but that's cool because still people are gonna fill in. So for those who are just joining, we're getting the hip hop's top 5. Oh, it's 9 a.m. where you're at. Oh, true. You in Cali. All right, so it's early morning in Cali. That's because it's 3 hours back. That's a fact. And in other parts of the world, it's like nighttime. So I'm in New York, so it's like I'm going off Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, for those who are here, top 5. Because a lot of times, you know, people are in lunch, whatever. But like you said, it's the morning, so people are just waking up and getting going and getting to work. So you know, it's like I said, 7. I'll do another live at 7 p.m. tonight, this evening, from about 7 to 7:30. Another live, something like that. 7, maybe 8, 8:30, something like that. Prime time, I'll do the part 2. All right, so it's 5 minutes left on this live. I'm gonna start thinking of a top 5 for me. All right, so 1, Flavor in Your Ear remix. LL Cool J, Busta Rhymes, Craig Mack, Biggie, and Rampage the Last Boy Scout. That's 1. The Symphony. Big Daddy Kane, Cool G Rap, Craig G, Master Ace. Who else was on there? It was Master Ace, Craig G, Big Daddy Kane, Cool G Rap, and am I missing somebody? And Big Daddy Kane. The Symphony, one of the greatest. Okay, that's 2. Here's another one. The Headbanger. EPMD, K Solo, and Redman. It's crazy. I'm gonna give you another one. I got 3 right now. I'm gonna give you 2 more. Oh, Big L, The Graveyard. That's a fact. Shout out to Children of the Corn. Shout out to Big L. That's a fact. So I got those 3. Oh, Self-Destruction. Self-Destruction was a song put together in the late 80s to stop the violence in hip hop, or just to stop, not in hip hop, sorry, to stop the violence, period. Just to stop the violence movement. Self-Destruction. It was more than just hip hop. It was a global record, and there were like probably like damn near 30 people on that record. I mean, MC Lyte, LL Cool J, KRS-One, Public Enemy, D Nice, Big Daddy Kane, Just Ice, Dougie Fresh, Heavy D. Rakim wasn't on Self-Destruction, unfortunately. You know, shout out to the God MC. I wish he was on Self-Destruction. I don't know why Rakim was not on Self-Destruction, but yeah. So I got 1 more to go. I got my 4. I want you guys to tell me your hip hop top 5 posse cuts of all time. This is meaning a record with 3 or more people that are not normally together. They're not normally together. It can be a group with 2 other entities. It could be 3 different groups together. It could be whatever, but it got to be at least 3 or more on it. And it's not them being a group together, not like the Lox, not like Wu-Tang. It has to be so-and-so with so-and-so and so-and-so. 3 different entities. But shout out to Rakim. You tell me, do you know any posse cuts with Rakim in it? Because I can actually think of one right now that's crazy. And matter of fact, I'm gonna make that my 5. The Watcher Part 2 by Jay-Z. Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, and Rakim. Let's go. Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, and Rakim, The Watcher Part 2. What y'all know about that? That joint right there, The Watcher Part 2, over Blueprint 2, I believe it was. Rakim, Jay-Z, and Dr. Dre. It gets hardly no crazier than that. So, all right, so I got my 5, y'all. Self-Destruction, Flavor in Your Ear remix, The Headbanger, The Watcher Part 2, and what was my 5th one? And The Symphony. Those are my 5 for now. And you know what? When I come back on at 7 p.m. later today, I'll probably have a whole nother 5 because there's so many. You know, so it is what it is, man. I'm about to end the live in a few. I just wanted y'all to come through. But for those that are here, for those that know, I'll be back 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to do this again. and this time will be engagement. Because when I go around 7 or so, there's hundreds of people in here, and we're having a good time in the discussion. So, Hip Hop Secret Agent Sean Conn. This is part 1. Hip Hop Top 5 Posse Cuts of All Time. Make sure you come back at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm going to do part 2. Part 1 is all right. Not too many people. Funny time of the day, but I did get some people, you know what I mean, which is dope. But we're going to come back around 7:30 probably. I'm going to do like 7:30 live. I'll go live at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. We'll do part 2. All right, so Hip Hop Secret Agent, you know me, I'm on a mission. I might just go over to TikTok real quick and see if I do this live as well and see what's going on, because it is lunchtime for people. I'll try Instagram as well a little bit, see what it is. But anyway, we'll be back for part 2 at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are doing the Hip Hop Top 5 Posse Cuts of All Time. We're celebrating hip hop all week long. Hip hop's birthday was on Monday. Hip hop is 52 years old. Much respect. Hip hop has done so many things for so many people, including myself. But Hip Hop Secret Agent Sean Conn. I'll see y'all 7:30 Eastern Standard Time for part 2. You know me, I'm on a mission.